Board members, if I can get you to take your seats, we'll get started. We're returning from our lunch break. We,
Do have both of your staff.
That was
here
more
for
like
the
Leonard.
K-12, they're in the audience.
yep, we're to item 8. I want to invite Sarah. I always say it wrong, but it's Wiebke. Did I say it right? Oh, I said it right. I want to say it differently for some reason. And you have, oh, okay. I'll let you introduce who you have with. We'll turn the time over to you. This is an actionable item, board members. This is on the Library Media Standards Review. So we'll turn the time over to you and then you introduce.
Thank you, Chair Huntsman. Sarah Wiebke, Pre-K through 12 Literacy and Library Media Coordinator, and beside me is Naomi Watkins. She's the secondary ELA, specialist. So we're happy to be here today. Thank you. So just a quick reminder, we were here in September in regards to the board timeline to bring the library media standards to all of you as far as an action item. And the request was for us to bring additional information. So hopefully what we provide to you today is going to give you that additional information that you were sort of hoping for. And so with that being said, you'll notice in the backup we provided survey results as well as the queuing rubric. The queuing rubric showed that it was unnecessary at this time to have a revision. It was a 0.28, and usually it's a 0.40 at least when we're kind of going into that revision status. And then the annual core survey looked like, and that's the one from the public, it was 94% of people felt that they were either neutral or satisfied with the current standards, 6% were not. In addition to that, Naomi and myself attended a Utah, remind me what it stands for.
Utah Library Media Specialist Board meeting.
Yes. We attended that to gather feedback on whether or not they felt that the standards should be revised, and at that time they felt satisfied with our current set of standards. In addition, we also sent out another survey to librarians just to find out what the bulk of them feel like towards these standards, because they're obviously the ones teaching them. And with that being said, over 2/3 of them felt that they didn't need to be revised. And then those who felt that they needed to be revised, the comments were more around, they wanted more funding for a library and more librarians. So it was, I appreciate that they were willing to share those pieces of feedback for all of us. But that's just kind of the additional information that we've been able to gather since our last meeting in last month.
Okay. Questions from board members? Member Earl? Sorry.
So I just want to make sure I'm clear, because we're not asking to go through the revision process.
That is up to all of you. So the action item is determining if you all feel like we should go to that revision process, or if you feel like it's not necessary this time.
Okay, thank you. That's clarity. Can I make a motion? Oh,
Yeah, so just so you understand, with all the inputs, if the board chooses to revise the standards, then this is a time to make a motion. We'll see if it passes, but the due diligence was done by staff and went into our board packet for our review, and then of course you summarized it also, so thank you. And if there's any questions that you have over what was in our packet, this is a time to ask also. I'm not seeing any hands raised for any motions, so we're going to move on to our next agenda item. Thank you. Yes. Oh, hang on.
Just a minute. You want her to ask a question?
Well, you're going to ask me what it.
Just from a procedures standpoint, so every 7 years we have them up for review. If the board chooses not to review them, we don't necessarily have a queue for what happens after that 7-year milestone. So it would be, for staff, it would be helpful if you told us how many years to wait to review them again for potential revision. It leaves us in a place of, we don't know what to do next.
Okay. Vice Chair Belknap.
Chair, may I make a motion?
Yes?
Thank you. To make a motion to put the library review standards on the next 7-year cycle. Do you need a motion for that, or can we just say that?
If you're good with that.
No,
Okay.
that's you,
I threw a motion out, but you haven't read it, so it's not on the table.
well, no, but I've got to have a second.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to speak to the motion?
No, thank you.
Okay. Member Hanson?
So direct a question to Jennifer, would that be all right?
What's that?
Direct a question to,
Wait, well, ask the question, I'll see if she'll answer.
all right, I will ask the question. So are there other things that would trigger a review? For example, some kind of request from the field or something like that, other than just the timing?
Will you please respond?
Thank you. Yes, so the queuing rubric is kind of our ability to queue revisions outside of the 7-year cycle. So we could definitely use that and bring to the board, we've hit that 0.4 or above, and we would recommend this coming to revision prior to the 7-year cycle.
So then follow up, Chair?
Yes, follow up.
So then staff could, at some point in between, if there was some change in the library media arena, they could go out to the field and run that one more time and see if we're up at the 0.5 or something.
Absolutely.
And come back to us, okay. So the 7 years would serve our purposes then?
It's great, I just didn't want to, if you wanted it sooner.
Okay, I'm not seeing any other questions or comments. The motion before the board is that the K through 12 library media standards continue on to another 7-year review. Is that correct? Board members will call for a vote at this time. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Vote is unanimous. Motion can, motion passes. Okay. Where were we at? We're at the bottom of my page here, so